Thought I would do a second video, something real quick on shaping your map. Most people know how to do this, but in case you don't, once you uh, once you decide how you want your map to lay out and where you want your fields, uh, start doing your field placements. I think that one is 5. Or that one's 6. I think I got 5 right here. Yeah. The field map indicator. Uh, Usually stick it somewhere in the middle of your field. That's when you pull up your PDA. It'll show you the number. This one, of course, is 5. And you want your corner 1, 1, 1 corner. Self-explanatory. To this one, and you only need 3 corners. If you start to make fields that are circular or have more squares, or I'm sorry, more angles, you have to keep adding these uh, for each corner. I could show you real quick, but all you would need to do is I think some of these already got, of course I may have gotten rid. Yeah, I might have gotten rid of all of them that had more. I was gonna try and find, because I don't plan on using anything that's not square, just because there's one. That's because that's how I like to play the game. So let's just say field 17 was right here. Lay down as a little terrain detail. Let's see. Yeah. It's a little slow while I'm recording. We'll just pretend one side is square and one side ain't. Uh, Field map indicator, Control B, put it right there. That's going to show it as field 17. Let's do this right here. This would be corner 1, 1. The second section of this would be somewhere along here. And then the third one, yeah, it would probably be better to do it here because as this shapes forward, so what it does is it recognizes this as a square. Let me try and square it. Let's just pretend this is square. I know I said I'd show you how to do the viable land, and I want to kind of do these in order, but I promise the next video will definitely be the viable land. But that's 3. Now, what you want to do with the next corner is put it somewhere close to where that one was. And 2, we'll put it kind of perpendicular of this. And then 3, you can come up maybe a little ways so it kind of recognizes it as a square. And if you understand what I'm doing, it just doesn't have to be perfect, but then the next one would go right here. You can do them closer together, but you're going to have to run out of them or create more. And if you're out of these and just need more, just click on, say this one for instance, and go Control D. It'll duplicate it and will more than likely put it at the bottom of the scene graph. So then you do Control X, and then click and do in this field dimension for 17, and then control, I believe it's V, and it'll put it in the scene graph. But to change the number, let's just say we were at we just did the second one, so if we were on the third one and we didn't have a third one, and being you copied the second or first one, this 3, if you go right up here in the top right hand corner and just change the number for each one, 3 1, 3 2, 3 3, and of course hit enter after each number you change, and the game will recognize that's what it is. Uh, and like I say, you're creating little squares, and as the you're if this was to change and go off in this direction, then you'd put one here and here, one and then a third one. You're kind of creating a square. So as this gets smaller, we could just keep adding 10 or 15 of these, so that the field, the harvesters, they didn't drive way out here to your square. So you can do them smaller, and it would stay closer to it. But that's how you set them up. This is a short video, but the next one I'll show you how to do the buyable, the tip collision and the buyable fields in the game. Tip collision is basically the same as it was in 17, and and then the buyable lands work similar to the tip collision also. So, but that's it. And of course, you start shaping your map how you want it to look, using your different textures. I'm gonna take this off because I don't need that. Haven't quite really figured out how I want this map to go and do, but I hope to hopefully have something playable. It's kind of playable now, but it's kind of worthless. But hopefully have something playable and start decorating and making it look halfway decent. But I'm sure you all know how to shape the stuff and everything. I still got things, but as you start making your map, if you don't want to lose any of this stuff or you're worried about it, I usually just stick everything up under the map. Uh, you can click on, say, like the trees, and find the gizmo, and just move them down, and then later on, when you start needing trees, there they are, and you can, same way with this other stuff. I got some of it up top, but it's just trying to figure out where I want the map to lay out. But good things, just hiding a lot of it, and then when at the end when you decide you don't want none of it anymore, just delete it. But that was a little short and quick, and I will do the next video on how to update your your buyable land, and hopefully that'll work.